Welcome back to Primetime. Fights against substance abuse are often unseen battles, affecting more than just the person struggling with addiction, but also family members and friends.
The Courage Center has locations all over the Midlands to create an environment to help those struggling and their families. On Thursday, May 29th, the organization will host its Day in May fundraising event.
Joining us tonight to tell us more about the fundraiser and how it will help the Courage Center's mission are Lila Cromer and John Brunty. Thank y'all so much for being here. So y'all obviously do incredible work, but tell us about this specific event. What can people expect from it?
You go. It's the Day in May. It's an annual event that the Courage Center's been doing for quite some time. And it is stories. We have Ryan Leaf this year. He's an NFL player that had a spectacular career. Had substance use disorder issues, blew up his career, but has been in recovery for about 11 years now and has a great story to tell. And then we have people from the Courage Center with their stories as well.
Yeah, you know, those testimonies, obviously, it's so powerful because they at least show people that it is possible and change is possible. When you talk about somebody like a Ryan Leaf, though, it's just a really compelling story. I mean, he was a top draft pick and was certainly a fantastic college player, and you know, it just never really quite panned out, and you know, I would imagine that part of his story was just maybe some of that pressure and some of those expectations. He ended up turning to substances in order to cope.
Yes.
Yeah, so this event is really a way for us to share what we do at the Courage Center, which is really big, because for one, it breaks the stigma of substance use, which I feel like is a lot of the reason why people don't come forward and share that story, because there is that big stigma. So this is a way for us to celebrate recovery and share with people the support that we have, and it's all at no cost. So that's why it's so important to have this big fundraising event.
Yeah, I think just talking about it and making this taboo subject not so taboo. I mean, often, like we said, it's an unseen battle, but it could be your friends, it could be your family members struggling with it. So why is it such a mission for you guys to just really have that conversation and really create a safe space for people to come forward?
Well, because everyone is affected by it, and stigma is the #1 reason that people don't get help. It's how the biggest thing that we can do for ourselves is ask for help, and somehow it's seen as such a weakness. It's just one of the dichotomies that I don't think I'll ever understand, but it's quite a mission of the Courage Center to stamp that stigma out and make it safe for people to say, I need help, I have a problem, or someone I know or love has an issue with it, and we're here for that.
Yeah, you know, oftentimes with family members of somebody who's going through something like this, you know, they can develop just all sorts of, well, there's just a lot of tension that surrounds that. But the Courage Center has a way of just bringing people together and offering them that support that they need to go through it. What are some of the things that you guys offer in terms of like groups and things like that?
Yes, so we offer individual services for our participants, but then also their families, like you were talking about, because it is a family disease. And this is a way for moms and dads and sisters to say, I've kind of walked the same path as you with my loved one, and I want to be here for you. And for the individuals as well, all of our staff has lived experience or is a recovery ally, so they can say, I've walked that path, like I've been where you are, so I want to help.
Yeah.
What does it mean to y'all to see somebody who does take that huge first step and ask for help, and then see their journey throughout, and now they're some of the ones speaking out and really being that beacon and that light for someone else? What does it mean to you to see that?
Well, it's amazing. It makes it, the more real we make it, the more easy it is to join it if someone's out there. I've been in recovery myself for years and have seen quite a progression of people. You know, it's gone from being in the shadows with it to recovering out loud. That's one of the mottos that we say, you know, we recover out loud, because it's important that we do that so that other people can say, oh, if they're going through that, then, you know, I could ask that person for help or get inspiration from that. So,
yeah, a lot of powerful stories coming up on Thursday, May 29th at Williams-Brice Stadium, the Founders Zone. The doors open at 11 a.m. and the event starts at 12. And again, Ryan Leaf, former NFL player, just a fantastic quarterback in college and then had a pro career. He will be the keynote speaker, and you can register online at couragecentersc.com. But thank you so much. We appreciate it, Lila and John. Thanks for coming by, and again, thank you for all you do.
Thank you all
Thanks
for
for having
having
us.
us.
All right, well, stay with us. We have more prime time coming up after the break.